We are now being joined by Mr. B. Ramesh Babu, who is the MD and CEO at Karur Vysya Bank. Mr. Ramesh Babu, thank you so much for joining in. You take us through your NIMs first, sir. Your guidance continues to remain between 3.7 to 3.75. At the end of the first half, it was at 3.8. Now, does that indicate that there is still further room for compression for NIMs going forward, or do you believe that the NIMs have bottomed out and they will improve in the second half?
Thank you. Good morning and happy Diwali to both of you. And before I just commence, so I'll just share one good thing what all happened in the bank. During the quarter, we have crossed 2 lakh crore total business, which is a landmark number for the bank. And it took 100 years for the bank for the first 1 lakh crore. And now we are able to grow every 4 years 1 lakh crore, which will be condensed further. So that way, if you can look at it, the highest profit in a quarter also we have got during the quarter, this quarter. That way, it's a historic quarter. Coming to the NIMs, what you say. Agreed, we have given 3.7 to 3.75. But what sort of efforts we have to make to contain the loss of business. Particularly, there's a lot of competition going on there. So that way, we thought that we may have to leave few other businesses. And the next thing is RBI rate cut also is not known. That is the reason conservatively what we thought we will go for 3.7 to 3.75. But somehow I feel that we will be above that.
Okay, all right. So you feel that there could be an upside to the targets that you have on net interest margins. Mr. Ramesh Babu, happy Diwali to you as well. You were able to contain your overall OPEX or operating expenditure this quarter, especially employee cost. And cost to income is also just at 42.6% now as per the numbers, lower than 47% levels that we have seen so far in last couple of quarters. Was it a one-off, or will this be the level that we can continue to see going forward as well?
Yeah, what you said is correct. Because it's a one-off, one recovery is for 295 crores, we have got it. So it's at 42. So if you do not take that into account, it comes to around 45. Even then we'll be much below the 50 what we have guided. So somehow we feel that, so with the investments what we are making, we'll be able to continue the cost to income around 50 or below 50.
Mr. Ramesh Babu, about your asset quality, sir, you had mentioned your provisions because of the higher slippages, and 2 accounts turned NPAs this quarter. Tell us more on this, because are you confident that there will be recoveries from this in going forward, and where do you see the asset quality picture by the end of the year?
Just I want to share one thing. We have 2 lots if you look at it, other than corporate and corporate. Other than corporate, where the pain everyone is feeling, actually we are at the lowest. If you can look at our total SMA 30 plus is also 0.27. Even the corporate 2 accounts which have become NPA, if you look at last 2 years, the net slippages is between 0.2 to 0.3. So this time what we thought is, so this has been going on for some time. We gave some sort of a rope to them. When we found saying that it may not work, it is better we bite the bullet and all, so that the enforcement measures you can start much in advance. So that's why a conscious call has been taken. But the blessing in disguise is we are able to recover 295 crores in the quarter. That's why without rocking the boat, management is able to manage the whole show, and ROI of 1.81, which is again the highest, we are able to show that. So that way, I am assuring that the portfolio is clean, and corporate also we do not have much big exposures. And the last point I want to convey is above 150 crores we have brought down so substantially. 2 years back, if you look at it, it was 3% of the portfolio. Now it has come down to 1.5%. So that way we are actually de-risking the portfolio. Even if something happens, it should not hit the whole balance sheet.
So you are saying you are reducing your exposure to corporates. Am I reading that correctly?
No, reducing the corporate to high value corporates above 150 crore.
Got it. Your loan growth was healthy, specifically led by RAM. You did see strong growth in LAB, jewel loans as well. Is this something that will continue? What is the loan growth target?
Yeah, that will continue that way. If you look at it, actually the growth in retail is around 22% year on year. Agriculture is also growing well. We are very strong in the gold loan segment there, and commercial is also growing well. The first of all, the focus will be because there is still a slight element of stress is there on the liability. When I talk about stress, the quality of the deposits what you get, majority of the deposits are coming in the time deposits, not much in the CASA. That way the costing will be relatively high. So that's why we are going slow on the corporate where the yields are low, and we are placing more money in the RAM. Tomorrow the deposits normalcy restores. We may increase the corporate also, but for the time being 86% is RAM, that will continue, and lot of growth is there. Commercial, compared to last year, the growth in the disbursements is around 35%.
So, in that light, Mr. Ramesh Babu, you had earlier mentioned that you have reached 2 lakh crore worth of business. Does your loan book, since your loan growth was healthy this time around, does your loan book now grow to 1 lakh crore by the end of the year? Fair to say that?
It looks like that.
If you could give us a target, sir, are you expecting that to happen? Are you confident of that?
The target, what we have told the market is we will be above 2% over the industry. Well, the industry is growing at 11, we will be at 13. But if you look at our current position itself, the RAM itself is growing at 20%. So engine is well, but it depends totally on the liabilities flow, what we are going to get. That too, CASA, if it comes well, growing 16% is not a big problem for the bank.
16% is not a problem. Last question before we let you go. If you could just reiterate the NPA number that you have in terms of target this year, because this time around we did see gross NPA see an increase by 10 basis points. What is the comfortable level that you have in mind?
In fact, we have given a guidance of gross NPA of 1.5, but it may not reach that level. So you have been seeing consistently our gross NPA has been coming down. Even net NPA also you see. With all these big hits we had in the last quarter, our net NPA still holds at 0.19. So the quality of the book and the balance sheet is still maintained. We feel that gross NPA also will be under control, but we gave to the market 1.5 gross NPA and 1% for the net NPA. These are the upper limits, but we will be much below that.
All right, Mr. Ramesh Babu, pleasure having you as always. Thank you so much for sparing time and joining us. Wish you good luck for the second half and festive greetings to you as well.